So the funniest thing is that there was an iPhone that came out that I honestly didn't really like that much. But since its initial release, I'm kind of turning myself into almost like a lover of this specific iPhone. And it's funny because this was an iPhone I never thought I would ever even like that much. But surely but slowly, every year that this iPhone has been out, because of the iOS updates that Apple's been pushing out and the way they've been kind of, ruining some of these older iPhones on iOS updates, but building out some of these better iPhones like this one, it's actually interesting to see how they've been able to kind of create and put so many features in these older iPhones in that specific, lineup. And this iPhone is the iPhone XS. So for those of you who don't know, which everyone does, the iPhone XS came out in 2018. It was the flagship of 2018 at the time, $1,000 phone. And it was a really good device that Apple made, but it just really wasn't that big of an upgrade coming from its other device. So coming from the iPhone X, I think it was a pretty small update, but basically year after year after year, Apple has basically been going through and just basically trying to, I guess, give it, this specific device as many features and updates as possible. Now, with that being said, I will say with the iPhone XS, even since iOS 15, there's been small little features and big features that Apple has pushed out for their, certain iPhones that certain other iPhones didn't get. And the iPhone XS was one of those iPhones that pretty much ended up getting all those specific features, which I thought was really, really cool. But the other big thing that Apple ended up doing here was that they actually went through and they pretty much gave us, with the iPhone XS, they pretty much gave us the next major version of software on this device, which, as most of us know by now, it is iOS 17. So with iOS 17, Apple pretty much gave us this specific device and with that software, and I definitely do think that within that specific software, it's good, it's definitely not the most perfect thing in the world, but for the most part, Apple did a good job. And with that being said, I do think that Apple will probably continue on supporting this phone, hopefully for the next couple of years. I really hope that ends up happening, but I do think it's honestly a very, very awesome thing that Apple ended up doing here, where they pretty much went through, definitely still supported this specific device from that perspective, which was really nice. But it is really interesting from that lineup how Apple pretty much went through and for the most part still gave us a really decent device with that software. But I honestly never really liked how they cut out the iPhone X recently. But at least we have a device like the iPhone XS that is still supported, that is actually fairly cheap, that's still getting several features within iOS 17, and that you can still pick up in the used market if you want to and still have that option of getting it. So in terms of that kind of covers it up there. If you have any other thoughts or questions, let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that will mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.